Welcome to Story Capital, where history and strategy drive success.
In the early 2000s, Friday night had a ritual. You drove to your local video store. With over 9,000 locations worldwide, Blockbuster was the undisputed king of home entertainment. That blue and yellow sign was a beacon of weekend fun. It promised choice, convenience, a shared culture of movie night. But behind the counter was a dark secret in the business model: late fees. They weren't just renting movies, they were penalizing forgetfulness. Billions in revenue flowed from simple human mistakes. Profitable, yes, but it bred a quiet resentment. Loyal fans started to feel nickeled and dimed. All it needed was a spark. One moment to ignite a revolution, and that moment was coming. The blue and yellow empire seemed invincible until it wasn't. In 2000, a small company called Netflix was struggling. Founders Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph flew to Dallas to meet Blockbuster. They came with a simple proposal: sell Netflix for $50 million. Netflix would run Blockbuster's online brand, complement the stores, and grow together. A price that could have rewritten history. John Antioco reportedly struggled to keep a straight face. Netflix was dismissed as a very small niche business. The room laughed them out. It would become the most expensive laugh in corporate history. A $50 million door slammed shut. Opportunity walked out, and so did the future. While Blockbuster focused on real estate, Netflix focused on convenience. Those red envelopes started appearing everywhere. No late fees, no driving, no hassle. The mail became a distribution network Netflix could scale. The one pain Blockbuster wouldn't give up, Netflix erased. Blockbuster tried to answer with an online service, but internal resistance from franchisees slowed the giant. The vision was there. Too little. Too late. Sabotage by fear. What if online killed foot traffic? Meanwhile, Netflix innovated with algorithms that learned your taste. Blockbuster argued over shelf space. Netflix argued with data. The war of envelopes was just the beginning. The final blow didn't come from the mail, it came from the clouds. In 2007, Netflix pivoted to streaming. The game changed overnight. Convenience became instantaneous. Blockbuster was buried under the weight of thousands of leases. Debt ballooned, flexibility vanished. Inventory meant inertia. They couldn't pivot fast enough. Time ran out. A physical dinosaur in a digital ice age. In 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy, an empire reduced to fixtures and memories. Meanwhile, Netflix surged toward a $200 billion valuation. The most expensive laugh had echoed into silence. Streaming wasn't a feature, it was the future. Today, only one Blockbuster remains. In Bend, Oregon, a living museum of a forgotten era. Every aisle whispers a lesson in strategy, the innovator's dilemma in physical form. Protecting today's profits can blind you to tomorrow's customers. Not shelf space versus shelf space, but shelf space versus the cloud. At Story Capital, we remember Blockbuster not for its success, but for the fatal arrogance that ignored its customers. Listen to your customers. The future knocks softly until it doesn't.